Welcome to practice. Today's practice is all about growth, but I want to propose to you that the only thing that we are growing is our capacity to be in our neutral mind. We do this by more and more putting the memory, the past behind us, leaving the strong feelings, keeping the memory itself, and then potentiating ourselves always so that we are moving forward, so that our possibilities become stronger than our past. What yoga tradition is asking of us, what I'm asking of you and I'm asking of myself, is that we would shift from this mindset of overcorrecting ourselves all the time and instead allow ourselves to speak our heart, to be in our capacity and our awareness, to quit being so hard on ourselves and instead to shift into our creation. The more that we move away from just focusing on what's not going right and on the things that we are trying to change about ourselves, rather than focusing the energy on what feels so rigid and crystallized and hard, we build new samskara, new habit by getting into the creative flow of things, by opening to possibility, and by getting really proactive about what it is that we're creating. And I don't just mean art, but what we're creating in our thought life, in our speech, in our relationships, in every aspect of our lives. So today we're going to do a practice to build both pranvayu, which is that upward motivation, it's your enthusiasm, it's your capacity to move forward. Pranvayu literally means forward moving, so into potential, and then as well as Vinyasa, which is our expression and our courage. So we'll be working with lateral side bending and back bending to step into highest possibility. So let's begin in a seat. If you're not there already, close your eyes and orient yourself with your pelvic floor pointing straight down. And let's start with some Kapalabhati breathing. So inhale 3/4 of the way, close your eyes. And exhale, start to pump the navel point back. Keep pumping your navel point. Even here, what we are doing is opening the windows of our house. We're taking the lungs forward. We're creating some ventilation so that you can start to make this house a home. So keep pumping and pumping and pumping, fanning your breath, starting to build that pranvayu by nature of the breath work that you are doing. Take a deep breath in. Hold your breath. Lengthen your chin towards your chest, moving that energy downward between the heart and the solar plexus. And then exhale and lift your chin. Make your way to all fours. Plant your hands underneath of your shoulders, your knees under your hips, and then take your seat up and back to downward facing dog. Take a moment and stretch your legs. Walking your dog if that feels good. And then pause in the center and shift all of your weight to your right foot and lift your left hip higher so that there's a nice big stretch through the left side body. And then switch sides, take it up and over, lift your right hip higher. Come back to the midline. And then step your feet forward to the top of your mat. Bend your knees, hang over your legs for a moment, opposite palm to opposite elbow. And then press all the way up to stand. Take your arms alongside of your ears. And exhale, release your arms to your side. Start to build a little bit of stability in the body before we move into our vinyasa practice. So bring the soles of the feet hip distance apart for dynamic chair pose. Inhale, take your arms up. Exhale, bend your knees, sink your hips, belly to your thighs. Release your head at the bottom. Inhale, lift your chest back into your chair and push all the way to stand. 4 more. Exhale, sink your hips, belly to thighs. Inhale, sit back and lift your chest. 2, 3 more. Exhale, belly to thighs, fold over. Inhale and push back up. Last 2. Exhale, bend your knees, belly to thighs. Inhale, lift and rise. Last time, exhale. Inhale, lift all the way up and release your arms to your side. Step your left foot back on your mat, about 2/3 of the way. Back of your right hand to your sacrum. Take your left arm high to the sky. Start to open up the tissues on the left side body. Take a deep breath in. Turn your navel point. Exhale, fold forward over your right leg. Parsvottanasana. Inhale, lift your chest back up. Exhale, hinge from your hip crease, fold forward. Inhale and lift back up. Again, exhale. In. This time, exhale and stay down. Optionally, swing your left hand behind your back, catch your right wrist. Lengthen the front of your spine forward. Hold 3 breaths. Draw your navel point towards your spine. Inhale and come all the way back up. Lower your arms, step your left foot forward and your right foot back. Take the back of your left hand to your sacrum, your right arm up to the sky. Inhale, reach through the elbow, turn your navel point. Exhale, fold forward. Stretching right side body, left hamstring. Inhale, come back up. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lift back up. Again, exhale, lots of length through right side body. Inhale to rise. Last time, exhale. Stay down. You can keep right fingertips on the floor or swing your right hand behind your back. Catch your wrist and fold in. Tune to the breath. Lengthen the front of your spine and inhale, come all the way up. Once again, step forward to the top of the mat and then sway side to side. Release any tension in the body. We'll start to flow. Step your feet to touch. Zip your legs together, lengthen your tailbone towards your heel. Inhale, reach up, catch your right wrist. Exhale, tilt up and over to the left. Draw the left side of your chest forward. Inhale, come back up to center, switch the grip. And exhale, tilt up and over to the right. Inhale, come back up to center. And exhale, fold forward, hinge from your hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your right foot back, back knee down. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, lift your arms up. Pubic bone forward. Exhale, bring your hands to the mat. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward into floating up dog, balls of the feet, toes curled under. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Sweep your right leg high to the sky, take a deep breath in. Now draw your heel to your butt, bend your knee, roll open your hips, scorpion dog. Reach through the ball of the right foot powerfully. Keep wrapping your right armpit towards your heart, sort of squaring your torso towards the chest, towards the floor, pardon me. Inhale, swing your right leg back up to the sky, and exhale, step your right foot between your hands. Drop to your back knee. Inhale, take your arms up, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Exhale, hands down, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, push to stand, sweep your arms up. Exhale, take your arms to your side. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Catch your right wrist, squeeze your legs, tilt up and over to the left. Inhale, center, switch the grip. Take it up and over to the right, deep breath in. Come back to the center and fold over your legs once again. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, left foot back, back knee down. Inhale, take your arms up. And exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, floating up dog, come forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, floating up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, take your left leg high. Bend your knee and roll up in the hip. Again, try to square your torso towards the floor so that there's this sort of spiral happening. Push through the ball of your left foot. Swing your left leg back up to the sky and step your left foot between your hands. Drop to your back knee. Inhale, take your arms up. Low lunge. Exhale, hands down. Step forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Bow forward. Exhale. Inhale, push to stand. Take your arms up. And exhale, release your arms to your side. Take a nice deep breath in. Stretch your arms up once again. Listen, exhale, fold forward over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. And listen, lower all the way to your belly. Bring your fingertips out wide, elbows stacked over your wrist. Press the tops of your feet down. Inhale, coil up to cobra. Exhale, and lower. Big in-breath, 6 counts. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. Now bring your hands back next to your ribs, regular cobra. 6 count in-breath. Inhale, curl up. And lower all the way back down. Nice job. Press up and back to downward facing dog. Take 2 more breaths. Draw your navel point back. Inhale up into your upper chest and lungs. Rising, inspiration. Starting to move into the sensations of pulling in more pranvayu, an enlivening sensation. Inhale, take your right leg up to the sky. Exhale, bend your heel to your butt and step your right foot between your hands. Pin your back heel down and come up to Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Turn your navel point to the left. Inhale, straighten your front leg, lift your arms alongside of your ears. Exhale, bend your right knee. Again, inhale, lift up. Exhale. One more time, in and ex. Stay here, inhale. And now exhale, straighten your right leg and fold through your right hip crease into Trikonasana. Now take your left arm, inhale, take it alongside of your ear, bow your top ribs big time. And exhale, take your left arm all the way to your hip as you flatten through the side body. Again, inhale, round your top ribs. Exhale. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Good, inhale, take your left arm alongside of your ear, stay here. 2 more breaths, in and ex. Last time, in. Good, now exhale, bend your right knee, take your left hand down to the floor. Wiggle your right foot out to the side and about halfway down your mat and spin to the pinky edge of your left foot. Take your right arm up to the sky. Take a deep breath in and then exhale. Drop your hips, take your right hand down alongside of your right hip and push back up, bridge, arc through the right side body. Again, drop your hips and push the floor away. Open up through that right side body. Again, drop the hips. And open back up through the side body. So nice. Come back down to the midline. Plant your right hand and your left hand and step up and back to downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward through floating up dog. Broaden your collarbones, super strong in your legs. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Sweep your left leg high to the sky. Bend your knee, heel towards your butt. Scoop and round, and step your left foot between your hands. Pin your back heel down and spiral up, warrior two. Inhale, straighten your arms alongside of your ears, straighten your left leg. Exhale, sink back into warrior two. Again, inhale, take it up. Exhale, and take it down. One more time, inhale up. And now exhale, hold, warrior two. Inhale, straighten your left leg. And exhale, hinge through your left hip crease, Trikonasana. Inhale, take your right arm alongside of your ear, bow your top ribs. Exhale, flatten your side body, drag your right arm to your side. Again, inhale, round your top ribs. Exhale, flatten. One more round. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Inhale, bow your top ribs. Stay here, 2 breaths. You can bend that top elbow if there's discomfort in the shoulder. So nice. One more breath. And now bend your left knee. Plant your right hand. Wiggle that left foot halfway down your mat and spin to the pinky edge of your right foot. Take your left arm up to the sky. Deep breath in. And exhale, dip the hip. And lift back up. And dip the hip. And lift back up. One more time, dip the hips. And lift back up. Swing your left hand down to the mat and wiggle back, downward facing dog. Inhale here. And a long breath out, exhale. So nice. Look forward at the top of the mat and step or float forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bow in, forward fold. Inhale, push all the way up to stand. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, release your arms to your side. Separate your feet hip distance apart. Inhale, float up onto your toes. Take your arms alongside of your ears. Exhale, lower your arms, lower your heels. Inhale, lift up, float up onto your toes. Deep breath in, lift your collarbones. Exhale, float back down. 3 more. In and exhale. 2, in and exhale. Last time, inhale and exhale. Step your legs to touch once again. Take a deep breath in. Sweep your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Bring your knees to the floor. And then walk your hands back, roll over your feet, and sit back into Malasana. Take your arms up in your squat position and push to stand. Spin your toes parallel to one another. Exhale, fold forward, grab your big toes. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, and bow forward. Bend your knees. Inhale, chair pose, lift your chest. And exhale, push to stand, release your arms. Inhale, take your arms up, spin your toes open, and exhale, lower down, Malasana. So nice. Walk your hands forward, crawl forward, and press up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, take your right leg high to the sky. Exhale, step your right foot between your hands. Pin your back heel down and inhale, lift your chest, modified warrior one, shoulders in front of your hips. Exhale, navel to spine. Inhale, straighten your right leg. Exhale, fold forward over your legs. Plant your palms, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward, floating up dog. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, floating up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, take your left leg high. Exhale, step your left foot between your hands. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, navel to spine. Inhale, straighten your left leg. Exhale, fold forward. Plant your hands, step back, downward facing dog. Good, drop to your knees, all fours. Walk your hands back and roll over your feet into Malasana. Take your arms up, push to stand. Spin your feet parallel and fold forward over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Fold forward, exhale. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, push to stand. Again, inhale, arms up. Bend your knees, sink your hips, Malasana. Crawl yourself forward and come to downward facing dog. Sweep your right leg high to the sky and step your right foot between your hands. Pin your back heel down, warrior one. Exhale, fold forward, Parsvottanasana. Plant your hands, step back, down dog. Roll forward, upward facing dog. Exhale, chaturanga. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Right into it, left leg high. Step your left foot between your hands, back heel down. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, fold forward. Plant your hands, step back, down dog. Drop to your knees. Walk your hands back, roll over your feet. Come into your squat, Malasana. Push to stand. Fold forward over your legs, grab your big toes. Halfway lift. Bow forward. Bend your knees, chair pose, and push to stand. We have one more round of these Vyana Vayu salutes. Should start to be feeling this moving, fluid, circulatory energy. Take a deep breath in, arms up. Exhale and squat, Malasana. Walk your hands forward. Downward facing dog. Sweep your right leg to the sky. Step your right foot between your hands. Pin your back heel down. Warrior one, inhale. Straighten your front leg, Parsvottanasana, exhale. Step back, down dog. Floating up dog, balls of the feet. Chaturanga. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Left leg high, inhale. Step your left foot through, exhale. Warrior one. Bend, fold forward, straighten your front leg. And step back, downward facing dog. Drop to your knees once again. Walk your hands back. Listen, pop into your squat and pause here for a moment. Lift your chest. Take your arms up. Find height. And then take your right arm to the inside of your right leg. Take your left arm and twist, open up. Pause here, catch your breath. Very good. Bring your left arm to the inside of your left leg. Take your right arm up to the sky. Bring your right hand back down. And then from here, push all the way up to stand. Turn your feet parallel and fold forward. Grab your big toes once again. Inhale, halfway lift. And fold, exhale. Bend your knees, chair. And push to stand. Inhale, arms up. Bend your knees, sink your hips, Malasana. Listen, crawl forward on all fours. And then press back to child's pose for just a moment. Walk both of your hands immediately over to the left. Reach through the right side body. Try to drop that right shoulder rather than letting it elevate. And then walk both of your hands over to the right. Again, drop the left shoulder. Walk your hands back to the midline. Press up to all fours and up and back. Downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, look forward at your hands and bend your knees and step or float to the top. Inhale and halfway lift. Exhale, bow in, fold forward. Inhale, push to stand. Take your arms up. And exhale, release your arms to your side. Back to our crescent position. Inhale, take your arms up, catch your right wrist. Squeeze your legs, tilt up and over to the left. Really push the hips to the right. Inhale, come center, switch your grip. And exhale, up and over to the right, hips to the left. Inhale, back up to center. And exhale, fold forward over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, downward facing dog. Sweep your right leg high to the sky. Bend your knee and roll open your hip once again. Lean back, push through the ball of your foot. And then swing your right foot between your hands. Pin your back heel down, second set of warrior two. Inhale, come up. Exhale, straighten your leg, Trikonasana, the regular way. Wrap your right hip towards your back heel, open up your chest. Good, now bend your right knee, hold on to your ankle, and take your left arm alongside of your ear for extended side angle. Stretch long, turn the right side of your chest open. Big breath. And now take your left hand down to the floor, spin onto the ball of your foot, and heel toe your right foot out to the side. And move forward and back a little bit, just starting to open up your hips. Nice deep breath. If you wish, you can come down onto your forearms. Back leg can be straight or bent as you wish. So nice. Walk yourself back up onto your hands. Plant your left hand, spin to the pinky edge of your left foot, and step your right foot back. Vashisthasana, side plank. However you need to get there is fine. I did the challenging way. You're welcome to be on your left knee, adapting the pose. Take a nice deep breath in. A long breath out. Bring your right hand back down to the floor and lower down, chaturanga. Floating up dog, downward facing dog. Step your feet to touch, sweep your left leg up to the sky, bend your knee, roll open your hip, lean back, push through the ball of your left foot, and then swing your left foot between your hands. Pin your back heel down, come up, warrior two, second set. Straighten your left leg and come into Trikonasana once again. Roll your chest open. And then bend your left knee, grab onto your left ankle, and take your right arm alongside of your ear. Extended side angle. Turn the left side of your chest towards the sky. Big breath in. Take your right hand down to the floor. Wiggle your left foot out to the side, spinning onto the ball of your back foot, and find your lizard lunge once again. Chest forward, opening up the hips and groin. Take another breath. Walk up onto your hands, plant your right hand directly under your shoulder, spin to the pinky edge of your right foot, and step back, Vashisthasana. One more breath, super strong. Take your left hand down and lower down, chaturanga. Floating up dog and downward facing dog. Breathe here. Good, we're gonna continue to open up the side body, to open our lungs by playing with a little dancing dog. So bring your feet to touch and lift your right leg up to the sky. Push through the ball of your foot. Bend your right heel towards your butt, and now round your back, draw your knee to your nose, scoop all the way in. Now start to spin to the left inner edge of the foot, pick your left hand up, and now glide your right leg along the floor so that you're pushing into the pinky edge of your right foot, and now bridge your hips so that you're in this variation of a side plank called warrior's bridge. Now lower your hips towards the floor, drag your right hand back down. Now pick up your right foot and bend your right knee. Should be able to kind of hover here. Now plant your left hand, spin to the ball of your left foot, and now arc your right knee, right ball of the foot, up and back behind you. So you're starting to come into sort of a wild thing. Lean back, spin to the pinky edge of your left foot, pick your right hand up, and drop to the ball of your right foot. Once again, drop the hips, push into the pinky edge of your left foot. Now bridge your hips once again, so you're in warrior's bridge on the left hand. Look at your left hand. Bend your right elbow, drop the hips once again. Now you might need to pull that left foot in a little bit. Plant your right hand as you pick your right knee up. Take your right knee close to your right armpit. Touch your right armpit and lower your right foot down by your right hand, so your toes are touching your wrist. Good. Now here, swing both of your hands to the left. You can use them for support. Spin to your left heel. Take your arms out in front of you and sit down into Skandasana. Keep rotating to the left. Plant your left hand under your shoulder. Sweep your right arm across the horizon. Push into the pinky side of your left foot and find your warrior's bridge. One more time. So nice. Now draw your right elbow down, lower your hips. You can use your hands if you need to. Swing your torso to the right and spin onto your low lunge, facing your right foot. Very nice job. Now from here, I want you to pin your back heel down and lift your chest into warrior one. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, straighten your front leg. Fold forward, Parsvottanasana, and stay here. Walk your right hand back by your right knee. Walk your left fingertips forward and fold over your leg. Big stretch through the left side body. Big expressive, opening, expansive energy. Walk your hands back to frame your front foot and step back. Downward facing dog. Roll forward to floating up dog, balls of the feet. Chaturanga, floating up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a couple breaths. Let's take that dancing dog series on the other side. Step your feet to touch. Sweep your left leg up and back, push through the ball of your foot. Now bend your heel to your butt, super strong. Round your back, draw your knee forward. When your shoulders are over your wrists, spin to the inner edge of your right foot and sweep your left leg across. So you're on the ball of your left foot now, and then bridge your hips, warrior's bridge. Push powerfully into the pinky edge of the left foot. Drop your hips, take your right elbow down. Bend your left knee, lift it off of the floor. Plant your right palm and spin open, hinge. Your left hip open, left knee is bent. Start to spiral to the pinky edge of your right foot. Pick your left hand up and drop to the ball of the foot. Dip the hips low, and then warrior's bridge once again. Lift your hips, lean back. Drop your hips, and now push into the pinky edge of the right foot. I like to slide it in so I get my shoulder right over my foot. Pick your left knee up. Bring it all the way up to your armpit, and then place the left foot down. Keep going. Spin to the right, all the way onto your right heel. Across the horizon, plant your right hand and bridge your hips. Good. Lower your hips. This is the tricky part. Use your hands if you need to. Wind to the right so you have some momentum, and then swing all the way to facing your left foot in that low lunge position. Pin your back heel down, warrior one. Lift up. Exhale, straighten your front leg. Parsvottanasana once again. Take your left hand back by your knee, reaching way, way, way back. Take your right arm way, way, way forward and fold in. Catch your breath. One more breath. Walk both of your hands to frame your front foot and step back, downward facing dog. Drop to your knees. Come to stand on your knees. I'm going to turn and face you. Extend your right leg out to the side. Left hip directly over your left knee. Take your arms open, Parigasana, inhale. Exhale, tilt up and over to the right. Turn your chest. Inhale, come all the way up. Lower your right knee to the floor and extend your left leg. Left toes are pointing forward. Your right knee is directly under your right hip. Open up your arms, inhale. Exhale, tilt up and over. Inhale, come back up to the center. Bring your left knee back in and sit back on your heels. Extend your legs out in front of you. Take your arms out and hollow your front belly and scoop and roll all the way back onto the floor. Build a little bit of abdominal heat here. Concentrate some of that energy around the navel center. Take your legs up to the sky, push through the balls of your feet. This is level 1, is to stay here with your arms at your side or your hands underneath of your sacrum. Level 2, come up on your fingertips and lift your head, neck, and shoulders so you're reaching your arms past your hips. And now lower your legs towards the floor. Lift them back up and then curl your butt up off of the floor with your abs. Lower your spine back down. Pull your navel in, reach your legs long, curl back up and in, and pike. Lift your butt up off of the floor. Lower. Take the legs back down, curl up and in, and lift it up. Couple more. Lower your hips, lower the legs, lift your legs, curl your hips up, pike, lower down, lower the legs. Good. Bend your knees into your chest, release your head for a moment. Take a nice deep breath. Grab onto the backs of your knees and roll yourself up. Hold on to the backs of your knees, roll past your sitting bones, lift your shins. From here, I want you to shift over to your right butt cheek and then reach both hands towards your left ankle, lower partway down, and now act like you're lost in outer space. We used to call this the spaceman. Engaging the abdomen, pulling your belly in, little soft smile. Come center, a little recovery moment, and shift over to your left butt cheek, hands to the right, lower part way down, and do the spaceman on the other side. Act like you're floating through space, away from the machine. You know when they fall out of the spacecraft and they start floating away? That's what's happening here. And then come center, take a deep breath in, and lower your feet to the floor. Wrap your elbows around your knees for a moment. Nice deep breaths. Very good. So from here, extend your legs for revolved Janu Shirshasana, and take your left heel in towards your groin, and then scoot forward so that you've got this nice open angle between your left knee and your right heel. From here, turn your chest, right side of your chest forward, slide down and grab a hold of the arch of the foot. You can bend your knee if you need to so that you can have good contact here. Take your left arm up to the sky. Inhale, reach your left arm, and then exhale, bend your elbow in line with your shoulder and turn your chest a little deeper. Inhale, reach long. Exhale and bend. Again, inhale, reach long. Exhale and bend. Last time, inhale. And exhale. Now inhale, reach long and hold your shape. Some of you might be able to grab a hold of your right foot. I'm recovering from an injury on this side. It's fine to have your hand behind your head, to keep the elbow bent, keep the knee bent, whatever is appropriate for you. A couple more breaths. Very softly, slowly roll yourself up. Bring your hands to your thighs and just pause for a moment. Open your eyes and bend your right heel in and your left heel out. I'm going to shift so that you can see. Right heel all the way into your groin, and then I like to kind of sit forward and on top of my foot. Again, turn left side of your chest forward and grab a hold of the inside of your leg. Inhale, take your right arm up and alongside of your ear. Exhale, bend your right elbow. Inhale, reach. Exhale and bend. Inhale and reach. Exhale and bend. This time, inhale, reach and stay. Turn underneath of yourself. Big deep breaths. And then very slowly lift yourself back up and out of the shape and extend both of your legs forward and out in front of you. Come down onto your back. Dynamic bridge pose. Bend your knees and soles of the feet on the floor. Inhale, lift your hips, sweep your arms up. Exhale and lower down. Inhale, lift it up. And exhale and lower. Last time, inhale. And exhale, lower everything down. Roll over onto your belly. Plant your elbows underneath of your shoulders for Sphinx pose. Push your pubic bone down. Energetically pull your elbows back and broaden your chest. Swing your left forearm across your mat, kick your right heel in and grab the inside of the foot. You can stay here just kicking your foot into your hand, or take the quad stretch, bringing your right heel towards your outer right hip. Release the right foot gently and switch sides. Swing your right forearm across. Catch your left foot. Again, you can drag your left heel towards your butt or kick into your hand as you wish. Wherever you are, pubic bone is down. Release your left foot and come down onto your abdomen. Bend your knees and kick your heels in towards your butt. Grab a hold of your ankles and then kick into your hands. Dhanurasana, floor bow. Lift your chest. And lower down. Stack your hands underneath of your forehead and windshield wiper your knees side to side. Roll over onto your back once again. Hug your knees into your chest. And roll yourself up to a seat. Cross your right shin in front of your left. The more parallel to the front edge of the mat your shins are, the more stretch that you will feel. Take your arms up, grab opposite palm to opposite elbow, inhale. Inch from your hip, fold forward. Inhale, lift your torso back up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, fold forward. Unhook your arms, bring your fingertips to the floor, and bow in. Stay up on your fingertips, chest moving forward. Walk your hands back in and switch the cross of your legs. Left shin in front of right, same thing. Inhale, take the clasp. Opposite palm to opposite elbow, hinge forward. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, lift back up. Last time, exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, back up. Exhale, hinge forward. Undo the cross, reach your fingertips forward and fold. Walk your hands back, up and in, and we'll take a nice twist here. Extend the legs, Dandasana. Bend your right knee, place the sole of your right foot outside of your left knee. Swing your right heel towards your butt for Ardha Matsyendrasana. Inhale, take your left arm high, right fingertips behind you, and exhale, twist right. Take your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Narrow your hips. Look back over your right shoulder. Use your inhalation and come back to the center. Extend the legs. Place the sole of your left foot outside of your right knee. Kick your right heel towards your butt. Left fingertips behind you. Inhale, right arm high. Exhale, twist to the left. Right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Look back over your left shoulder. Use your inhalation and come back to the center. And extend your legs, come onto your back with your knees in your chest. Grab a hold of your big toes with your arms on the outside of your knees. And inhale, straighten your legs towards the sky. Exhale, bend your knees in. Again, inhale, straighten your legs. Exhale, and bring them in. One more time, straighten. And bend the knees in. Take the soles of your feet together, interlace your fingers around the pinky edges of your feet, let your knees come wide. Take a couple breaths here. And then bring your knees into your chest and extend your legs along the floor for Shavasana. Nestle your shoulders underneath of you. As always, let your feet be wide. Close your eyes and tune to the breath. As you rest on your back, take small, slow, deep breaths. As you inhale, sense that you are bringing in vitality and a healing wave of prana. And that as you exhale, you are putting the memory behind you and potentiating yourself as you let go of heavy things that are tying you to a past that no longer exists. So not over-efforting, but just conscious awareness of every in-breath, bringing in prana, vitality, healing to the whole of your being. And every exhale, some kind of release. When the breath becomes smooth and effortless, release control of the breath and just observe this nourishment and this release. Please begin to deepen your breath. Take some small movements in your fingers and your toes. And then gently roll over to a fetal position on one side and pause there. Use your top hand and press yourself up and find your way to your meditation seat. As you arrive in your meditation seat, make sure that your perineum is pointing straight down, spine is lifting and rising. And begin with Kapalabhati breathing once again. Inhale 3/4 of the way. And begin. Inhale. Hold your breath and lift your collarbones. Keep holding the breath. Lengthen your chin towards your chest. As you exhale, lift your chin. Now bring your hands to prayer at your heart center. Inhale here. Exhale. Now inhale, open up your arms wide to the side with your palms forward. Exhale, contract back in, hands to your heart. Inhale, lift the chin slightly, open up your arms, lift your chest. Exhale, lower your chin, arms back in. Do that 10 more times. Turn your hands to your knees. Relax control of the breath and tune in to the central aliveness around the heart space. The expansive, vibrating energy, circulatory movement of Vinyasa Vayu. This creative expression and courage to speak from the heart, to move in possibility, to get our potential stronger than the past and the memory. Now see, sense, feel Vinyasa Vayu, an orange spinning disc right at the heart center. You might see, sense sparks moving from this spinning orange wheel, moving vitality and prana throughout the entirety of your being and beyond your being. Now shift your awareness to the clarity of the midbrain. And see a clear blue sky. Cloudless, piercing blue, clear sky. In the heart, rising upwards to the mind. A cloudless, clear blue sky, an endless horizon. Allow yourself to become increasingly absorbed in the clear blue sky. Begin to deepen your breath once again. Really lift your chest and take your scapula, your shoulder blades a little deeper into the back, feeling yourself moving forward, and turn your heart slightly to the right. So you're singing the vision of your heart out into the world. We are most powerful when we operate in our potential and more in this neutral mind. And our growth is just that. It's just to grow our capacity and our awareness of that neutrality. To stop labeling and judging all of the circumstances of our lives and instead to choose where we are focusing and setting our vision. And to take control and captive our thoughts so that we can operate from highest wisdom. To overcome the fear and control of the past and move in love. I'm going to close with the mantra from the Rig Veda that is the conquering over the great death. Ultimate death is fear. You can place your hands over your heart. If you know it, you can jump in. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Shugandim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanam Mrityor Mukshaye Amritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Shugandim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanam Mrityor Mukshaye Amritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Shugandim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanam Mrityor Mukshaye Amritat. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Please rub your palms together in front of your face vigorously. Cup your palms over your eyes. Let in the darkness. Release your palms, let in the light, and welcome yourself back.